She's a terrific lady, Peggy Ridgway. Now, San Diego is still in the news very much with our members. We should open up a branch office down in Del Mar or somewhere just around San Diego. But we have a terrific lady, Kristine Grant, with us tonight. She is really a hard-working lady. She has a lot of great degrees that help people, and she's here tonight to win an award for her book, Best Relationship Book. That's the category. And the title of the book is very cute. It's called Relation Shift. In other words, she spells the word shift, S-H-I-F-T. Relation Shift. How to write the words you really want to say. So here for the next 5 minutes is a young lady, Kristine Grant, who's going to give us a couple of quick highlights and words of wisdom. Here she is, Kristine Grant.
IRWIN, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you in person and to meet the fine people of your organization. And yeah, I think it was worth the drive up here. So, my name is Kristine Grant, and yes, my book is Relation Shift. It's actually my latest revised edition. This is based on 16 years of ghostwriting love letters for any type of relationship dynamic, for anyone. And so I guess in a way, it could be coined that I am sort of a Cyrano de Bergerac in drag, okay? So, and in gratitude, truly, along with, thank you, my friend, Dr. Jeffrey Benton, for inviting me to this event and introducing me to IRWIN, my new cover designer and friend, Chaz DeSimone, who also created the lovely bookmarks. I really want to thank, and my heart goes out to all those people along the way that put their heart on the line, let me hold their hand, and really help them to find those words that they couldn't express on their own and create those dramatic, dynamic relationships. What gets in the way? We do, our ego. So my talent is sort of an intuitive, is to leap over the ego, land into the heart, and write a compelling message. And I'm sure you would agree with me that the art of letter writing has largely disappeared. But would you ever toss away a letter you found? I was recently in my garage decluttering, and I opened a box, and oh my God, a letter from my daughter who's 24. She wrote it when she was like 7 or 8. And it was like finding a family treasure. And in the letter she says, I love you so much, and by the way, you're too cute to be mad at. I mean, I still chuckle over that. So how my process works, and it is very novel and innovative with this ghostwriting, is, I'll give you an example. I had a lady I met who desperately wanted to have an affair. She was married for nearly 10 years with 2 small children. She described her husband as a complete, boring computer nerd. However, the computer nerd provided a lovely lifestyle. He was a great dad. He was a faithful husband. And after all, she fell in love with him at one point. So we had lunch. I interviewed her. And I said, before you put your marriage, your family life at risk, seriously, let's give it a shot. I want to write your husband's love letter from your soul, from your heart. Okay. So I did. I wrote the most passionate, appreciative love letter that I felt would be the truth. Beyond the ego, beyond the griping and the day-to-day trivia, but the real truth. So I write the letter, I give it to her. She calls me immediately, says, I need your book right away. Okay, I send her the book. And like most of my clients, although my background is marriage and family therapist, educational psychologist, that's not what I do. This is a coaching tool. So I didn't hear from her for months. I run into her. Oh my gosh, how are you? Kristine, I'm so in love. Really? You are? You're in love? What, with who? My husband. We are crazy in love. Why? What happened? Did he love the letter? Kristine, I never gave him the letter. What? You didn't give him the amazing love letter? No, but I threaten him all the time. Honey, I have the most passionate love letter you could ever dream of. And one day it'll be on your pillow, but not yet. And she said, oh, he drives him crazy. And I said, so why? Why are you so in love? Kristine, I read the letter. So you see, even though the client may hire me, the aha moment is when the truth is revealed to them. We don't always see the forest for the trees when it comes to our patterns, our historical imprints, our culture, the experiences along the rocky road of life that may color our perspective, and we get stuck in a mindset or an emotional place that is ego-based. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm ashamed, I regret, whatever the case may be. And the beauty of what I do is leaping over that, as I said. In my book, which is called, as Irwin said, Relation Shift, How to Write the Words You Really Want to Say, and gratefully is endorsed by John Gray, Catherine Woodward Thomas, Dr. Christiane Northrup, Ariel Ford. Anyway, I know I'm going over, but this is important. There's a whole chapter in here that's dedicated to teach any reader, and it doesn't matter how eloquent your own writing skills are. That has little to do with it. The art of the letter, which I hope to bring back, is something that comes from the heart. And so I have a whole chapter dedicated into how to get past your ego, how to push forward. On the bookmarks that you may have received is my contact information. And if anyone's interested, I would be more than happy to give you a complimentary consult to help you get on the right track for writing your own letter or whatever the case may be. So thank you so much. I am truly honored.
Thank you very much, Kristine. Here's your reward. Have a safe trip back to San Diego. We're indebted to Jeffrey. Jeffrey, will you take a bow? Jeffrey is the one who tipped us off to you and told us how great you are. So thank you very much. Jeffrey is a chiropractic doctor, and he's thinking of a title that I gave to him for a book. To thine own spine be true. Right. Well, think about it. Nobody's used it yet. Nobody wants it. But you never can tell. You can get a good story out. Now, we're going to honor who will be the editor? A gentleman here who has a heart of gold. Winston Perez, will you come up here? All right. Oh, you're up there already. Okay. Okay. All right. Well. Winston Perez, I met at a cancer convention a couple of months ago or so, and he was so gracious and charming and everything, and he told me that he was coming out